Hare Krishna, welcome to my channel Moonlight here. Whenever we talk about teachers or gurus or a coach, we get to know that we are talking about Jupiter. But remember, the more strict the teacher, the more successful the students will be. And the strict teacher is Shani Dev Saturn. And a special event is going to take place that Saturn is going to retrograde for 4 months and 20 days. It's usually a normal thing, but this time Saturn is sitting in its office, that is the sign of Aquarius, which is its Mool Trikona sign. And this is happening approx after 30 years. That's why it's a special event. And we are going to talk about how this will affect our lives. From 17th June to 4th November, Saturn is retrograding. Before coming to the results, let's talk about Saturn in brief. Om Sam Sanicharaya Namaha. Saturn is the son of Sun and Chaya. The real wife of Lord Suryadeva is Sanjana. She was unable to handle the glory and the brilliance of the sun. She decides if she has to live with him happily, she must become better or equal to him. So without informing the sun, she goes to tapasya on Lord Shiva. For her shadow, Chaya, she created a Mayavi Roop, which is a duplicate of herself named as Chaya, and sends her to carry out her responsibilities as wife of Lord Suryadev in her absence. After that, the sun and Chaya gave birth to a child named Shani, Saturn. So this is the story, but somewhere Balram and Revati were also called as the parents of Shani, Saturn. Also, many people believe Saturn is one of the avatar of Lord Krishna, because when Lord Krishna talks about planets, he says, "In planets I am Saturn." That's why Krishna Bhakti is important for Shani also. The same way, people call goddess Kali as the sister of Shani, because they both are Kala, which means past, present, and future, all are in them. If we talk about retrograde, we can relate the story of Lord Ganesha's head. How Lord Shiva decapitated Ganesha's head in anger, and also after that he became Lord Ganesha actually. Also, the goddess Sati story is related because of Saturn retrograde. But every time Saturn retrograde, it shows a big tragedy. Symbolism is difficulty. Results always shows betterment and it gives respect. But don't feel scared of all that stories, because we should always learn from our Vedic scriptures. When the head of Ganesha decapitated, then only he became Lord Ganesha and got all his powers. And goddess Sati took rebirth, and finally she was allowed to live happily with Lord Shiva as Parvati. Saturn is actually to make us learn more and achieve good things. But as we all know, he is the righteous and punishes those who follow the path of evil and betrayal. And these powers Saturn got from Lord Shiva. Shiva gave the power to Saturn to act as a judge to people without any discrimination. On the basis of karma, Saturn works. Saturn is not a bad planet, and it will not act bad if you're working hard. In the same way, there is a story of retrograde Saturn. To save humanity from calamity and destruction, Shiva chose to consume the entire poison and thus drank it. His wife goddess Parvati was alarmed and she gripped her husband's neck with both hands in order to stop the poison from reaching his stomach. But some of the poison fell down, which came in scorpion and many other insects, and many lords helped Lord Shiva and drank a small amount of poison. The same way Saturn did, but it reacted to Saturn. The way it reacted in his body, he started walking in reverse, and that's how he retrogrades. So all these were references. Now let's talk about what Saturn do. First, wherever Saturn sits, check you are not making any mistakes related to that house. Keep checking your path and you are choosing the right path or not. Whether it's third aspects, wherever it goes, so you need to do hard work related to that house. And where its seventh aspect is coming, there you have to make balances between ups and downs. Don't betray anyone. And where 10th aspects are going, there you have to sacrifice related to that house, that particular house. With that retrograde, results will turn out to be good if you work on this. Okay, we are going to talk on the basis of your moon sign as well as ascendant sign. Now let's see what special retrograde Saturn is bringing for you. Now let's come to the sign of Aries. If your sign is Aries, then Saturn will be in your 11th house and retrograding from where it's aspecting your first house, Aries, and 5th house and 8th house. So where Saturn is sitting, you have to recheck that what you're doing is good or not. Don't betray intentionally or unintentionally. So according to your sign, your 11th house denotes benefits and gains. Also, it's the sign of friends. Are your friends good or bad? Check your company and don't feel corrupted for gains. Books are also in the 11th house, so reading books, good books are important. Keep a check on friends and siblings and gains. Saturn wants to show you how to improve these things. In money matters, don't take any big decisions. Take any decisions with patience, with proper knowledge. If there is a major change to make in these 140 days, try to delay it. And its first aspect is coming to your own sign, Aries. This house shows your personality, your appearance, your image. Keep a check on your health. Also, eat properly and improve your first impression. Work on your first impression. Do hard work on yourself, your appearance or your body. This retrograde will bring changes in yourself, hard work for yourself. Now let's come to your 5th house where you have to do balance. Make balance related to study, child, or speculative gains. If you are into politics or pursuing a hobby here, balance is important. It is possible imbalance is there related to your 5th house of child, hobby, performance, and creativity. Try to balance. If you are a student, then hard work is important. Make balance on sleep and work. Be disciplined, follow routine work, follow rules and regulation. Now your 8th house is of sacrifice. Sacrifice related to in-laws, money is important. Ups and downs related to in-laws are there. You might have to sacrifice for in-laws. It's a good sign for spirituality and enlightenment. You can learn about saving souls. Try to take care of your health. If in the chart it's badly situated, then the results would be differ. Okay, that's all guys. Hare Krishna. If you want any personal reading, you guys can message me directly on Instagram.